Hello everyone and welcome back. Okay, so now let's take a look at how to make sunflower-like spiral patterns using Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to make sure that I have my ellipse tool selected here. I'm going to hold down Shift and click and drag and just draw a circle. So we'll go ahead and keep it like this for now actually and apply the effect. So I'm going to make sure it's selected. Come up here to Effect, Distort and Transform, Transform. Okay, so first one here is the scale. So next to the horizontal, we're going to set that to 100.4%. We're going to do the same thing for the vertical, 100.4%. Next one down under Move, we're going to set this, the horizontal, to 17 pixels. Okay, and for the vertical, we're going to leave that at 0 pixels. Under Rotate, I'm going to set that to 16 degrees. And under Copies, I'm going to set that to 360 for now. And I'll hit OK. Okay, so I'm going to hit Command minus and zoom out here. And you can see we have a basic pattern going here. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and instead of having the black fill, I'm going to go ahead and select my fill here and I'm going to add a gradient, okay? And I got this nice organic color gradient going here. Let's see, I actually went just to the swatches, open up the library, gradients, and just hit selected fruits and vegetables and just grab this one right here. But use any color that you want. Let's see, let's do the same thing for the stroke. We'll apply a gradient, okay? I'm going to mess with it a little bit here just so that it's a little bit different. In fact, we'll simplify it. Okay, just 2-color gradient. Yeah, that's going to work. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to make sure my Move tool is selected. And I'm going to, and oh yeah, I can show you that right now too. I'm going to zoom out, okay? It's all just this one. See, if you move, this is your master shape, okay? So if you move this around, this affects all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the size. I'm going to hold down Shift and Option, okay? As I do this, that way it scales from the center and scales uniformly and get something like that going. All right, so that's kind of an interesting pattern already. I'm going to go over here to Appearances and select my Transform. Okay, now you see our settings are still here and we can actually change them and get some different effects. First thing I'm going to do is actually, let's see, we'll double this to 720. All right, there we go. Look at that. Okay, so that's pretty interesting just in itself. Again, we can kind of increase this or shrink it down, get all kinds of stuff happening. Okay, so that's kind of cool. But let's do something a little more complex. So instead of using just a basic ellipse, I'm going to go ahead and come back to my layers here. I'm going to shut that layer off by hitting the little eyeball right here. And I'm going to turn on this layer right here. Now, I have this Nautilus shell. And I thought it'd be cool to use a Nautilus shell because the Nautilus shell has that Fibonacci sequence golden spiral. And I thought that would be a kind of a neat, well, we'll just see what happens. Okay, now since we've already applied the transform effect, I can just make sure that my Nautilus shell is selected, come up here to Effect, and just select Apply Transform, and it's going to do it, okay? Because it's already going to be saved. But we'll go ahead and go to Distort Transform and Transform again, and we'll just do it one more time, just to walk everyone through it one more time. So it's 100.4 on the horizontal. Okay, vertical, same thing, 100.4. All right, under Move, horizontal will be set to 17 pixels. Vertical is 0 pixels. Rotate, we're going to set that to 16 degrees. All right, Copies, let's go ahead and do 720. This might really slow your computer down depending, all right? Heads up. All right, and we're going to go ahead and hit OK. Bam. All right. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit, and we'll take a look at this. Okay, kind of cool. Not super interesting yet, but the reason why it's not that interesting is because we're just catching a little bit of this black, dark gray color of the shell, and then the slight outline, right, the light reflecting on the edge of the shell. So if we shrink it down, we'll catch some more of these colors. If we rotate this, we'll catch some more of these colors. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and hit Command plus again a few times and just bring this up. I'm going to hold down Shift and Option and then click and drag, and we'll just shrink this down so it's really small like that. All right, I'm going to zoom out now. Okay, that's actually pretty cool right there, but I feel like we're missing out on some of the colors. So I'm going to go ahead and just rotate this a little bit, and we'll just see what happens. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and zoom out now. Okay, so that's a pretty nice pattern. Let's see what else we can do. I'll go ahead and shrink this down a little bit more, see if we can get some more of that color going. And rotate it a touch. Okay, wow. That's pretty nice. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to our appearance panel, select transform again, and I'm going to select reflect X and reflect Y. Check this out. Okay, again, I think we're just catching the edge of the color here, so let's go ahead and that looks pretty cool right there. Okay, getting there. Go ahead and zoom out. Okay, that's pretty awesome, huh? Yeah, that's a sweet shape. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to my appearance panel, transform. I'm going to turn off reflect X and reflect Y. All right, go ahead and bring these up a touch. I'm going to open up transform again. Actually, we'll go ahead and make this 1000. Boom. All right. And I'll go ahead and zoom out and see what we got. Okay, yeah, so that's looking really good. Okay, so I've got some examples that I've already prepared just to show you some other patterns that I've come up with. Here's one where I used a butterfly, yeah, so okay, I'm loving that. I'm loving the colors there for sure. Just same butterfly again, rotated. All right, and what else we got here? And here's another one with the nautilus shell. Anyway, lots of fun stuff here. All right, thanks.